First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, B. Cannon, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, based over here.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
What up, good people? You got your favorite bros back, your favorite pod's favorite pod, and it's a brand new episode 222.
Is that an angel number?
Nah, you don't remember that Ross bar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
No, I was just saying, cause never mind. We get to it.
But nah, you know what it is. It's your boy B Cannon, man. I got my bros with me. It's another week, man. It's a new episode. It's business, never personal, like Nino said. So with that, you know who I got with me.
Y'all already know who it is. Your boy Hill in season tournament, baby. Let's get it.
Lakers on one.
You know it.
And you already know it's your boy AJ. It's all I got. What more do you want from me? A lot has happened.
Yeah.
Since the last episode, but we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. Tell them where they can find us here.
You can catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Let's get right into it, man.
All right. So let's just go ahead and lead it off. We're gonna get no pun intended, but let's just talk about the big trade that went down. We're gonna get this out early. Shout out to all of our baseball listeners, mainly our guy Dane, who say we don't talk about baseball enough. But the Bronx Bombers, they made a deal.
Yeah,
brought in Juan Soto. How y'all feeling, the resident Yankees fans?
I feel good. This is one of those moves that kind of remind me of the boss. Like sometimes we need that old feeling, man. I'm not feeling how they sons is really running things. It's like maybe got to resort back to some of that old feeling, man. And I just feel that what he can do, what he solidifies in being a bat. I know that may not be our issue, but what he does do, he does solidify the outfield, does solidify the batting situation when we do go on a drought. You know what I'm saying? We got more people that can, maybe help get us out that drought. I'm good with it. And it don't stop us from what we still trying to accomplish. We're still trying to go get Yamaha, So I mean, as long as that don't stop us from getting that, I'm still with all the moves that we done made.
Cannon?
I mean, I agree with you, Hill, that I do not like the way that the team is being ran since George has passed on. With that being said, this is a move in the right direction, but it's also a move that make me feel like, man, once again, they still don't understand. So it's like he's a slugger. That's what we do, and that's not what we need once again. So it's like, yes, it's good to have more power. I'm never going to turn down more power. But if we don't get guys in between our sluggers who can get on base, who can make smart decisions while on base, so that when our sluggers get up to the plate, it's not single shot runs in the playoffs, because that was our issue. So it's like, if we got more moves to make, but like I said, this is a good building block, but it's just like, it's typical Yankees the last 10 years, make a splash, don't really look at your roster and see what you need. So hopefully, man, they listen to some of the pundits out there and they try to fill the rest of the roster out. We need guys that could just get on, man, in between, so that we can have points to put up when our sluggers get up. But I do like the move, man. And it's, I could go on about the Yankees. There's another person on that roster that I would have loved to see be as trade bait, but we'll save that for something else.
All right. Well, since we're talking about getting back to glory when you're in a drought, what was your go-to move when you was in a drought? You know, since we all legends here.
You said what?
Huh? What? I said what?
Well, no. What was the question?
What's your go-to move when you in a drought? Like, what do you do to get back to glory?
Get back to the basics. What you mean? You stick to what you know.
But I'm saying, if you assess your roster and it's like this shit ain't working out, how did you get back to glory?
I don't think we need to gut it if that's what you're saying.
You miss it. I think
You get
No,
all right.
No glory.
So we'll go to the next topic.
Nah,
not gonna gut
before I ain't gonna answer it. But
I know you're not. I know nobody's gonna answer it. Nobody's gonna answer it.
I would have answered it, but I'm my thing. Before we move on to that, I mean, winter meetings is going on. A lot of meetings, you know, going on. Somebody's a free agent. Are you feeling confident that Ohtani coming back? You know, he won the MVP, but like,
so I'm not feeling confident Ohtani's coming back, but it's not like I was in the middle of the season where I was like, all right, cool, get Ohtani for what he got, what he's giving you, be thankful for it. But now I truly believe there is a possibility that he will come back because of just how this offseason is playing out. But also, this is also kind of like when a big name becomes a free agent and they be like, oh, such and such is, you know, going to visit the Cowboys. He's been linked to the Cowboys. I think this is a negotiation tactic for Ohtani that they've taught him on American soil. Like, hey, show them you got options. Show them that you okay with bringing that old thing back. Like, okay, you know, I am in quote unquote an LA market. If the Dodgers don't want me, if the Cubs ain't gonna give me what I want, you know, why would I go to Toronto? I don't even know who the fuck Drake is. I'm from K-pop era. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all not appeasing the things that I need. Cool, I'll go back to the Angels. We cool. You know, I'm still looked at as an MVP candidate all season, even though if I get hurt, I'm good. So y'all not finna just, you know, make me feel like I need y'all. It's gonna be a mutual thing, or it's gonna be a mutual beneficial thing. So I don't think he's coming back, but I feel like if he doesn't get what he wants, there's a possibility.
I think y'all was prepared to give him whatever he wants, though. It just
exactly because
I don't know what he want though.
But so here's my thing. I believe we've always been prepared to give him what he wants because he basically is on the uptick while Mike Trout is almost on the way out. So it's like, hey, you can literally replace what he's been doing. And regardless of what's going on, where we're at in the league, this and that, you will be looked at and you can still be regarded as the best player ever. And it's okay. So if they don't give you what you want, yes, you could be with a contender. But if those contenders give you what you want, are they going to be contenders? We can give you what you want right now. Bird in the hand. Bird in the hand.
I mean, it ain't no salary cap. So, I mean, you know.
It ain't no salary cap, but still, sometimes people be acting funny. Hold on. My heat is blasting. Please continue this show. God damn.
But you know, go get into your MLB The Show bag, Cannon. What's a good asking price for him?
I have no idea, bro. This is uncharted territory. Like, I don't know. Whatever there's no salary cap. I don't know, man. You have to look at the top contracts out there. Like
salary cap, but how many of these organizations are truly big spenders, though?
Two.
I mean,
one.
The Angels are.
No, they did with
but here's my thing: are they big spenders, or was it? Hey, we have Mike Trout. Let's give him this big ass contract. Oh, Mike Trout is coming to the end. Let's try and reward him. And then they went for it. They did go for it, bringing in Anthony Rendon and all of that. But then they got hurt and it just never worked out. And we could never figure out the pitching shit. But I'm talking about just big spenders. Like, all right,
it's the Dodgers. We know it's the Dodgers.
Like, yeah, but for some reason it's not working.
Because they got, I mean, here's the thing. There is no cap in baseball, but there is a cap in the boardroom. Like, so it's like, it is what it is, man. Like, hey, we just because we're the Dodgers don't mean we can just go and buy everything. Like, we used to believe that when we were younger about baseball because people said that thing to us, like there's no salary cap, but in reality there is a limit, which is like teams like the Twins and the Royals, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, they have smaller payrolls, but they got billionaire owners too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could go into the bag, they just don't. So it's like it's all about timing, which is why he might go back. He might go back.
I'm just waiting to see the number.
And if this was the show,
if he does, it'll be short term. It'll be short term.
He will have to.
Oh, if he's on short term, you know he's subscribed to the pod.
Oh, 100%. He coming back short term
before you can be a free agent.
Let's get it.
Which is why a lot of people, the show is real, man, and you got to play all them games. Like 7 years, a long time. Most people don't even make it to another team in the show unless you demand a trade.
Hell yeah.
And then they might trade you back to AAA. Oh man!
All right, man.
Yeah, have some fun.
Some guys are headed to New York for a nice, beautiful presentation. Man, we got the Heisman finalists for the 2023 season, and your finalists will be Jaden Daniels of LSU, Maserati Marvin Harrison Jr. of Ohio State, Bo. I've been here since the motherfucking 80s Knicks. And Michael, been around the world, yeah. Penix. Because I ain't finna do that RG3 shit, big, energy. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. So, between Jaden Daniels, Marvin Harrison Jr., Bo Nix, and Michael Penix, all have had really great seasons. Mr. Penix is the only one that's in the college football playoffs. But who y'all got for the Heisman this year?
Man, I say may the best man win. I'll talk about them when they get to the league, man.
Yeah.
That's the most cannon ass answer ever. No. And I kind of expected it.
We know why he feel this way. We know why he said it that way. And like you said, he definitely stayed true to his moral. If people don't know, this has been one of the saddest 2 weeks for me personally, because I can't text in my group chat. Like, I can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, I get a short response, or I get glitched on from, you know what I'm saying, from both sides, top to bottom, pause. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hell of a three-way.
That's
yes.
God damn, boy.
All right, pause. Reset. Rewind selector.
So if you heard Cannon answer, like you say, we're gonna get to why he feels that way a little bit later. I think it's kind of clear. Honestly, I think it's Jaden Daniels. Like, I just think it was his to lose. The way that he was doing, like I said, and the precedent that's been set when it comes to the Heisman, like he has the yardage, he has the rushing, he has the touchdowns. Like, what more are we asking for at this point from when it comes to, when it comes to a Heisman? Like, when we come to a player in this position, like, that's what he's done. He done everything. Like, he literally done the Heisman. Like, what are we saying? Like, everybody else that we can see, like Marvin Harrison, like I believe he had a better season last year. He had a better quarterback, right, obviously, as well. But like I believe his season was better last year. I think he's just on here just to be on here, to be quite honest. Like, I don't really.
It's a career achievement award,
and that's I also feel that way for Bo Nix and Michael Penn. Even though they definitely had amazing years. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, they had amazing years, and you should be when both of y'all are 30. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
I,
it is what it is.
I,
I think Bo had an opportunity to win it
How,
in the
had,
playoffs.
how old is
had,
Penix?
had he beat Michael Penix in that Pac-12 championship game, I think they would have given it to him. But sometimes, as you see with some bullshit that goes on in college football, there's a lot of that happens. Um,
What you
you
mean?
can't. So we'll get to it. But Jaden Daniels got the AP Player of the Year, and usually the AP Player of the Year gets the Heisman. But sometimes stuff like that happens, and it's a consolation prize.
Mm.
So you got to be careful for them and look out that they might give that shit to Bo Nix. I do believe Jaden Daniels is deserving of the Heisman because he put up this season. He basically, like, no one's talking about it, but a lot of numbers he put up, it's like that's better than the Joe Burrow season that he had. And we talk about that Joe Burrow season as one of the greatest college football seasons of all time.
Yeah, we seen that. Let's see that graphic where the
Right.
numbers is definitely better. Yeah.
So it's like you got to like it's very hard for someone to do that, eclipse those numbers, and you not give it to him. But again, Joe Burrow did it in a title-winning season. Jaden Daniels did it in a 2 to 3 loss season, if I'm not mistaken. So you
Can
just
I
got to be careful. Go ahead.
can I ask the question? Who was the other candidates when Joe Burrow was when he won?
It was two other quarterbacks. That was the 2020 Heisman. Who was the quarterback of Alabama that year? It was I think Justin
Tua.
Herbert was in it. Tua, and I can't remember the fourth. Don't give me the line. Let's
But
somebody
that
talk. I'm gonna look
but
it
no,
up.
but that definitely right there and there that proves my point with the fact that when he won it, because when he won
And
it,
Trevor Lawrence.
okay, and Trevor Lawrence. Okay, so boom. Yes, he did it in the title winning season, a perfect season. So the team aspect definitely played a little part to it. But also what he was doing on the field was definitely it was separating. Like I said,
Okay,
the other
I wrong. I was wrong. That was the 2020. So it was Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, and Chase Young.
it was who?
Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, and Chase Young.
Yeah. See, so we can see why Burrow won. Like I said, I get it. Like
Yeah.
Fields put up numbers and it was cool. He put up numbers. Chase Young, cool. He had a good year, good year. But we can see why Burrow won that year, like I said.
Right.
So I don't want to say so I'm not saying the team aspect was the reason why he won it. Because if that was the
No,
case, Michael Penix would be the one that's gonna win the Heisman. If we're looking at it
no.
like
I
that.
was just strictly saying he put up those numbers and had that undefeated championship season. That's why I said it was almost like there was no other way. Like to me,
Yeah.
everyone else just got the invitation. This is a little bit different because of him putting up the numbers, but there wasn't that team success. Even though when it's a singular award, I hate when people bring in team success.
That was the only icing on the cake when it came to Burrow. That's what I was saying.
Exactly.
We on the same page.
Mhm.
Oh, but yeah, did you say who you did say who was gonna win? So
Yeah, I believe I believe Jaden Daniels should win this. Honestly, running away, but like I said, watch out for Bo Nix because I believe that they're gonna try and pull some shenanigans to give it to Bo Nix.
all right.
Because AJ has no faith in the system.
Oh, all right. What? Why don't
Someone
you have?
else.
I mean, why don't you have faith in the system? I mean, let's get it to it. Let's get it all. Let's get this out your system, like you say. Let's get it all out your system. Obviously, if people don't know, you all are Florida State fans. That's why you got your Florida State Seminoles apparel on. Like you say, Cannon burn his. So I mean, let's get it to it. Like I said, we've been going in the group at it. Every post, people have been making posts. People have been letting us know how they felt about who was going to get in. People have making predictions. The tea leaves have definitely been sprinkled weeks ago. How they was asking questions about Bama. Way before they even got to the championship game. And as we see the 4 teams, we got Michigan #1, Washington #2, Texas in #3. Shouts out to our guy Ross, and we got Bama at 4. Obviously, they didn't put Florida State in. They gave all the explanations on why they didn't put Florida State in. Florida State was an undefeated team. from a Power Five conference, and this is the first time in history that this has happened. And they gave all the explanations that they can, all the justification to BS. That's been the theme that we've been saying in the group. So I'm going to fall back, and I'm gonna let y'all guys get it out the system on why the committee got it wrong. You feel?
So I'll go first, and I kind of got a lot of my stuff out of my system already. But what I will just say is we've all like, to me, I know there's a lot of people that are saying, Florida State shouldn't have been in it, this, and that. And I've said plenty of things. And my thing was a lot of things that you have said about Florida State could have been said about some of the other teams in the college football playoffs. And so all I wonder is, like, all I have an issue with is that there is no consistency when we talk about the teams. There's no nuance when it comes from, Florida State, they looked terrible offensively against Louisville in the ACC championship game when, hey, Michigan didn't look much better. Or, this team didn't look much better. Or, hey, regardless of how terrible we looked, we still won. Alabama's quarterback got benched. They also lost to a team that you put in. And to me, if you can have Alabama jump up from, 8-4, I think, after beating the defending national champs, to me, how can the defending national champs, who haven't lost in 2 years, how can they drop out of the top 4 when they legit have proven, hey, we've been the best rolling year after year after year? And so if the team that you deem is the 4th best in the nation beat us by just 3 points, how can you leave us out? But then everyone makes the argument, well, if you bring if you bring Alabama in, you can't leave Texas out because Texas beat Alabama. But then you talk about, that was this long ago. But then you say, Florida State, their best win was at the beginning of the season. Or then when you think about Michigan didn't play nobody till the end of the season. But then when you also look at Ohio State and Penn State schedule, it's just like, all right, who did you really beat? So all these numbers are conflated. All this stuff is nuanced, but what it comes down to is it's not who proves it on the field. It's not who does this. It's not who does that. It's business. It's not personal. Who's going to give us the biggest ratings? Big Ten country, we already know Michigan and Ohio State always bring in the most money. Alabama, they run the SEC. SEC bring in the big dollars. The SEC and the Big Ten bring in the most money in college football if you look at their television deals. Texas, everybody's been waiting for Texas to come back because Texas and all those other Big 12 schools have that oil money. And guess where Texas and Oklahoma are going?
SEC.
Exactly. So they'll be in the SEC next year, adding to that money. Washington is undefeated, and they have their quarterback. So it was business. It was never personal. Because if you're telling me you wanted a team that's going to give you the best matchups and you don't want another TCU situation to happen, if you are actually an intelligent person, you'll be like, well, shit, TCU beat Michigan. But no one's ever talking about that. TCU lost in the championship game to Georgia by a whole fucking lot. They didn't get to the championship game because they had a bye.
Exactly.
They beat a team. And so now you don't want that to happen. Here's my thing. Why not leave Michigan out? Because you don't want another TCU thing to happen by putting them up against Alabama. Make it a rematch of the SEC championship game. That was a great game. 3-point decision. Make it Alabama versus Georgia. Obviously, you think that they're the 2 best teams in the country. If Alabama can jump from 8-1, 8-4.
Now, I got a question. Did you listen to Bomani this week? I was supposed to text you this, but I got ask you.
Yeah, I did.
But did you hear when he said that they do have a clause in the rule book that if a significant injury occurs to a certain players on the team, they do have the right to make a decision based off of that. So they do have that in the rule book. So
Of course.
so maybe it was smart on their part for them to have that loophole.
But here, but here,
In it,
but Hill, like I've said over and over and over. After the ACC championship is not the only time that they had the college football playoff rankings. Jordan Travis broke his leg 3 weeks ago. Why didn't you move them out? Because you had that same criteria 3 weeks ago that you had, on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, if you're going by that criteria, every week, that's the criteria that you should be going for. And also, in that criteria is a significant loss to a player or a coach. Michigan was without Jim Harbaugh for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever said, well, if he's not there, that's got to take them out. They've always said, hey, bring up, Jim Harbaugh's going to get there, this, and that. Everyone talks about, in the ACC championship game, we barely moved the ball, but no one ever says, hey, we barely moved the ball with a third string quarterback and we beat a team that had a better offense than the Iowa Hawkeyes. No one ever says that. It was 10-0 and 3-0 at the same points in the game between Michigan and Iowa and Florida State, Louisville. We had a third string quarterback. They had their starting quarterback. No one goes back in the season and be like, damn, JJ McCarthy had 66 passing yards against Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Their starter, and they've been able to maintain, a top 4, record. So if they just have this great defense, what about Florida State? That's all I got to say. Like, the goalpost gets moved, and hey, it's business, never personal. I prepared myself for it, but don't try and don't tell me, hey, we needed these teams in for this revenue. I'm okay with that. It's business. It's always been business.
I mean, they did it for the suspense, and they let us know. I mean, but they did it at USC earlier in the year when they was ranked 4, and then they won a game, and then next thing you know, they dropped in the rankings after winning. I was like, how do we get penalized for winning? But they've done it before, and I mean, obviously USC made sure that they couldn't they had nowhere near in the playoff. Right. But I'm just using that as an example. Like they've shown that they can manipulate the rankings early on. So like you said, Jordan Travis Ben got hurt. Y'all should have been dropped in the rankings if that was the case. If his injury was so important to this, like you say, y'all should have been dropped in the ranking. We should have waited.
Why are we ahead of Georgia? Why are we ahead of Georgia and Oregon? Bo Nix is a Heisman candidate.
Mm-hmm.
They still got their quarterback. They lost to the number 2 team in the nation twice. Those are their only 2 losses. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they not ahead of us? Why isn't Missouri ahead of us? Why isn't Ohio State ahead of us?
Yeah, like you say,
all those teams still have their quarterback. Well, shit, Ohio State don't have their quarterback because Kyle McCord is in the goddamn transfer portal.
Well, they didn't care. I think once they got the top 4, they didn't care anymore.
But see, that's my thing. No, this ain't about. It's supposed to be about your standard. Don't just say, "Oh, we're gonna give you the top 4 and we don't care no more." Mm-hmm. Don't throw us a bone and be like, "Oh, y'all can play in the Orange Bowl." Put us in the Chick-fil the Cheez-It Bowl again. Let us play Oklahoma or something.
I got Reef. Shouts out to Reef. Came band to San Fran in the building. I can't lie. Florida State should have been in there because they were definitely undefeated. But in all caps, Jordan Travis being out took the soul out of the team. College is about ratings. And y'all wasn't beating Michigan.
But here's my thing. Mm-hmm. I can't say we weren't going to beat Michigan, and I swear y'all I've been real hard on Michigan. But here's my thing: Jordan Travis, that didn't take him getting hurt. That didn't take the soul out of the team because when he left, against Louisville, that's one of the greatest defensive performances that Florida State has ever had. Mm-hmm. And remember, in 2013, we were beating everybody by 50. And teams weren't scoring a whole bunch. We've had Derek Brooks, Peter Boulware, we've had Deion Sanders, Jalen Ramsey, and Derwin James all in the same defense. We've had great defenses, but that's
what's
one
the
of the
goal
best
in the
defense
sport of football, though?
to win.
So
And
it's
so,
like,
but here's my
so,
thing. Let me just say one more thing, real
hold
quick,
on, real
Cannon.
quick, because I'll let y'all go, man. So I don't know a lot about college football because I don't watch it, but I do know a few years back the Eagles were on a playoff run. Their quarterback got hurt. Their backup quarterback came in and won the Super Bowl for them. No one cared about, oh, he's not moving the team like the starter did. They didn't have the starter. This is the reality world that we live in. They suited up with the people they had. The NFL didn't say, oh, you don't have your starter. We'll take you out. We'll put the next team that was closest up in. They didn't do that. They let them play. And guess what? Their backup guy brought in a chip. It's football. That's the stuff that legends are made of. Back when I used to watch college football, you are right, AJ. That was one of the best defensive games ever played. And people are minimizing that because of all of this stuff that's in the comments that they got y'all thinking not even about football. They got y'all thinking like it's pageantry out here. Like, oh, if you would have outscored the team by 21, that's stupid, bro. Like, it's all about wins and losses. This came down to money, which is why I will never participate in it again. I won't watch college football, won't buy the game, won't buy the jerseys, won't do anything, man. It is literally a pay for play. Like, it's especially FBS. I work in college sports, so I will do FCS game because they have it's no politics. Like, you win, you rank, you get your spot, you go to the tournament, you play, the champion wins. Same way like the NCAA basketball tournament. So it is what it is. So it's like if the game is that misconstrued to where they got to bring in all these bells and whistles to try to figure out who the best teams are and not let the records speak for themselves, which the records were invented when the game was invented to tell us who the best was. We ain't got to do all these equations and all of this. This goes way back to the BCS. It's this bogus. We've been putting up with it for years. I won't put it up. I won't put up with it a day further. I'm NFL only going forward, bro. So it's like I won't ever have, like, going forward. This is for everybody that follows us, the Force. I won't have any draft analysis. I don't know anything about these players. I won't be able to tell you anything until they get to the league.
And I feel you, and that's the sad part is like they stole your joy from from watching the games. Like,
It's corrupt. I ain't
that,
gonna be a part of it.
that's
If the
sad.
game ain't gonna be fair, what's the point of me watching it?
And here's my thing. A lot of times it's just, what are we here for? We're here to change the narrative. And I guarantee you, if Carson Beck went down and Georgia was starting Brock Vandagriff, no one would have said anything.
Nothing.
If Jalen Milroe had already been benched, nobody cares. If he got benched again, guess what? Nobody cares. JJ McCarthy, he's been dealing with injuries all season. If he got benched, nobody would have cared. We've seen teams go win. Like, everyone's talking about, Cardale Jones, this, and that.
I was using that point.
Damn, Cardale Jones. Like, we've seen teams make it to the playoffs with underwhelming quarterback performances. Like, everyone's talking about Greg McElroy and, his, like, because his comments, he flip-flopped on Florida State saying, oh, if they went out, you had to leave them in. And then once it came down to Alabama beating Georgia, you can't leave, Alabama team out, because the quarterback play really matters. When, everybody talks about Greg McElroy, completing 6 for 11 and 58 yards and 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in a national championship game, and they won. But let's not forget Jacob Coker back in 2015 when they beat Clemson. Jacob Coker had to transfer because he couldn't beat out Jameis Winston at Florida State. And in 2015, they ended up winning a national championship. And Jacob Coker not good. Jacob Coker is He's a body. He's a body. And my biggest issue is we keep talking about, oh, they look terrible in the ACC championship game. They only had 66 yards of offense. Bro, it was Brock Glenn. Is anyone ever going to say that? Brock Glenn is a true freshman who was dealing with a broken collarbone damn near since August, and he just got healthy in the middle of the season. He was never going to look good because he was never supposed to play. Tate Rodemaker came into Florida, a rivalry game. He played like it was a rivalry game. No one cares that if it wasn't for a 4th and 31 completion, Alabama
would wins, bro. You're explaining that's what I'm saying. But this is my point. Wins, bro.
That's my point. It's a 4th and 31 against a 6-6 Auburn,
bro. You should not be on here explaining wins.
But it's a 4th and 31 against a 6-6 Auburn. You need a miracle to win with your starter. But it's a rivalry game. It's tough. That shit happens. But in a rivalry game against Florida with our backup off of 1 week of practice, that offense didn't look good.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm not ever going to try to justify a win, bro. Like that defeats the whole purpose of the game. I'm sorry.
You
up there explaining why.
Right. So this is my last,
bro. Like they won it because they played better than the teams that they face. Period.
Right. This is my last statement because I just want to address this. I think we're seeing how y'all play. I think they were seeing how y'all played, and because y'all barely beat Louisville and struggled to beat them. Pick any team, any football team in the world. You bring in your 3rd string quarterback. I don't care if the San Francisco 49ers, who's y'all 3rd string quarterback? Is it still Brandon Allen?
Yeah.
Bring in Brandon Allen and tell me what would y'all have done in that Eagles game? Y'all still gonna win 49 to whatever? No.
Bro, if this was the 49ers, he would not give a damn how they looked when they won, bro. It's a win is a win is a win in sports. So it's like, bro, it does not matter. It doesn't matter how we looked, bro. What matters is that was the ACC championship. That was a top 20 ranked team. And they couldn't do anything with us, bro.
With a top 25 offense that got 6 points. They
could have upset us. They could have done what the committee wanted. They could have got us out, bro. They couldn't do it. So they had to use the pen.
Man.
All right, let's move on.
But
I've said everything I need to say.
Speaking of your third string quarterback coming in, getting it popping. I mean, Willie Beeman got it rocking. Go to the Buick and turn around. And, picture you in the hood.
Yeah, Al.
Get him out. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. We got to fight this weekend. Saturday night. You know where I'm at right here where I'm sitting at now. Let's get to it. Cannon, the floor is yours.
Who you got, Hill?
I said Cannon, the floor is yours.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, who you got?
I got Haney. I'll explain why after, but I got Haney.
I got Haney too, but I'm worried because this is the first time that I've ever heard Haney lose focus of who his opponent was. And I hate when boxers do that. I felt like Wilder did that. Wilder was talking about during the first Fury fight. He was talking about fights with Joshua and stuff like that. And you see what I'm saying? I don't even care if it's a bump, because Tyson, I'm pretty sure, like, it was no internet back then, but I'm pretty sure he was looking past Buster Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that was Robert Givens' fault.
It doesn't matter either way. What my first statement was, I feel like he lost focus. So whether it's because of a woman, whether it's because of a bag that another fighter can bring you, I don't like that. But with that being said, Devin Haney is my guy. I feel like he's better suited at a 140. And just looking at the face off, he looked way bigger than Regis. So I don't know, how he's gonna perform at 140 because it's his first fight, but I'm pretty sure that his skills, like Reef said, will translate. That's the one thing that will translate. And maybe, he won't be weight drained. Maybe he will carry more power here. So it remains to be seen. But also for Regis, it looked like he might have outgrown 140 because it looked like he had to do a
Really
lot to
drain
it.
himself to get down there.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't, luckily it's 2 more days. So it's like, I don't know if he can get back, but should be a good fight. It's been a lot of trash talking, to say the least. And what I don't want to see is after all this trash talking, hugging in the ring afterwards, man. I
Yeah.
want people to stand on business and keep it 100.
Yeah, Regis 34. So as a man in his mid 30s,
He
I know
should be
how hard
good, yeah.
I know how hard it is to lose weight. So hey, I outgrew 140 a long time ago. So getting down to 140, I understand. Hey, that shit ain't
That was
easy,
high
my
school. I
brother.
don't know how these grown men do
Hey,
it, bro.
I can't even lie. That was senior year college for me. But
Hell no. I seen you senior in college. Ain't no way, bro.
Oh, it was the way.
I'm gonna show you when we get off. I'm gonna show you offline. But nah, Regis is 34. Haney is this is a good test for Haney. Regis is a veteran. He has some good people on his resume, and he's had some, very tough fights. I know it was a long time ago, but he pushed Josh Taylor to the limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Josh Taylor was nobody to mess with. So I think this is gonna be a good fight, but Haney being a younger guy, but still having the skill and the experience, I think Haney is going to capitalize on this opportunity. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to put Prograis down because that's a tough ask. But I think he will come out of here with a UD and
Be focused.
start getting guys to really start answering the call when he talks.
And I don't want to be Debbie Downer here, but I'm going to. Reed's gonna have to knock him out, bro.
Of course, it's boxing, man.
He gonna have to knock him out because we've seen how he talking, how Haney talking, how a lot of these other boxers are talking. Like some of these fights that we want to see are going to happen, but like I said, a loss is going to deter some of those things. So I don't see a decision. I don't see how how Regis gonna get the decision over Haney at this point, and this is just a clear ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? And even then, I'm still not so sure that the judges are just gonna not give it to Haney. Do I believe that Haney is going to show up and handle business? Yes, I do. But I'm just saying, if we see anything funny, kind of like his last fight, a lot of people thought Lomachenko won. And what happened? It's like it went to the decision and went to Haney. Like I said, it's a lot of fights that we want to see. Like I said, we want to see him against T-Lo.
Well,
We want to see him against Haney.
But Prograis don't have the name as Lomachenko, so he really got to knock him out.
That's what I'm saying. He really got to do it.
He does have the belt, so if it's a close fight, it should lean his way.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it always leans the name way, not the belt way.
In a corrupt sport, we'll see.
I've seen it
lean the belt.
This is
lean the belt.
Lomo did not win.
I
didn't say he won. I said a lot of people felt that he won.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of people felt that they won, and he even making moves like he won. After his fight, he making moves like, "Hey, yeah, I won." So I mean, it is what it is. Like the decision's going to be, like I said, hopefully we get a good fight, and I do believe the way that they've been talking to each other, we are going to get a good fight. Like I said, I hope we get it. Like I said, I do believe that we're going to get a good fight. But if we see some funny business, which we've seen before, don't be surprised. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is don't be surprised. But truthfully, we are going to see a good fight.
But a lot of times that we at least we're speaking about the corruptness of sports. Most of the corruptness in boxing happens before the match, I will say, for the most part. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen afterwards. Most of the time when we see funny business, it's a close fight, and you left it up. It's like your coach in any sport will tell you, like, if you leave it close, if you leave it up to the officials' hands, you're gonna be unhappy a lot of the time. So it's like, if these boxers don't want no funny business happening, then you have to dominate, or you have to do like Ryan Garcia did and put his man down. So it's like, then they can't do it. Or like Jaleel Hackett just did for the WBC youth belt. Put his man down. Don't let it go to decision. Don't let them funny business you. So it's like, control your own destiny.
Yeah. That's what it, like you said, that's what it comes down to. You got to put your man down and take care of business. But to me, that's one of the reasons why I think it's what Prograis has to do, not Haney. I think Haney can get out of here, with one of those close wins, and he'll get that lean because it's business. It ain't personal. He'll get that. He'll get that. He'll get that push.
Dominate too. Or if you just get out of there, you ain't gonna get them fights you want.
He needs to dominate. He needs to dominate to get the fights. He don't need to dominate to get the win, is what I'm saying.
I feel like you need both. I feel like both of these fighters do, because to my point is there can be funny business, and you can't be mad at a judge for seeing it his way, especially a judge that's sitting ringside when we're watching on a camera. So it's like, if you don't want it, you got to dominate. That goes both ways. If you want to get out of there and get the judgment that you're supposed to have, then it's either got to be a total domination or TKO or KO, one or the other. Like, that's the only way, or you're gonna be unhappy. Like, even when when we felt like people got whipped, they didn't feel like they got whipped. They still said no. They stood up there and said no, I disagree. They always felt like that. You said what?
I said, I beat that boy.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example. So it's like, and if he would have just dominated, then he wouldn't have to stand up there and say, I did anything, because we would have saw it. So it's like, I mean, just handle business, and that's for both fighters. And if they come in there and they do that, then we will have our money's worth. So it's like, that's better for the sport.
It's ridiculous. It's been getting out of hand. Y'all see it.
Yeah. Shout out to Ryan Garcia in his first back since Tank, though, man.
Yeah, definitely. And it wasn't an easy fight either. I like that.
Definitely was not no easy fight. I don't think no fights is easy, even though we look at them and be like, oh, this is them bums would clean us up, bro. But compared to those guys, they are easy. So, but this was definitely a challenging fight. Kudos to him. But it's like, I mean, if you fought Tank, what's the point of going and taking an easy fight for, though? You might as well stay sharp. I always say, I felt like he looked good in there with Tank. He got caught, though.
He did.
I can respect somebody putting it on the line, which is what I haven't liked about a lot of these fighters in the last 5 years, which is why Loma, even though he did lose, his respect factor has climbed, because in just the last 2 years, he's been, even with war, he's been more active than some people. I mean, just sitting around.
I think, yeah, that's a fact. Like you said, he definitely gained some respect. He gained some respect. I think Ryan got to work on his defense, bro. Like,
he do got to work on his defense, but he got a new trainer, so it's like, hey, and is it defense for a guy that's a super slugger like that, bro? It's like, he probably punches was like, hey man, I gotta cover up on this. Like, I ain't never tried this before. I want to try it now.
And he did give the explanation. He was like, yo, I tried to slow him down, like, punch him out, like my strategy, like what AJ always say, like, you gonna punch yourself out, and that was his strategy. But hey, once again, it worked. What he said, it worked against him. Try that against somebody else, and it may not.
It's gonna be a long day.
It may not work.
He got sloppy. All right. So, speaking of business,
hey, standing on it. Shouts out to the Pacers. Shouts out to the Pacers. Reef is in the building. Reef is a Pacers fan. So hey, shouts out to the Pacers. They just they gonna be there Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, AJ. We know you hated the in-season tournament, and I know a lot of people hated the in-season tournament. But look, this right here, year one, the inception has gave us everything that we ain't asked for. You know what I'm saying? They gave us playoff atmosphere. They gave, you know what I'm saying? They've been hyped. Absolutely. Like I said, they've been hyped. They've been playing hard. They've been giving intensity. Like I say, bro, everything that we didn't ask for, we getting it. Like you
Loose
said,
ball timeouts.
Hey, yeah, you shouldn't have had 20 turnovers.
Fouls to create loose balls for timeouts.
You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't have had 20 turnovers. You should have a point guard. Maybe that.
We did. We scored 20.
Maybe that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you wouldn't have 20 turnovers. You wouldn't have to worry about it. Like I said,
and once again,
it's business. It ain't personal. I understand.
No, not even that. If it wasn't that close, then you wouldn't have to rely on that call by the ref, man, to miss that timeout.
Well, how about you don't airball a game winner?
Hey, bro, like
that's what I'm saying.
I understand. I said I understand. It's business. It's never personal.
I'm just saying. Like I said, that was the same spot he hit the 3 at. That was the same spot he hit the 3 at when he was in Golden State. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said it was personal.
It's business. It's never personal. I understand.
But I don't think, like I said, I mean, whatever. Even before that, let's take the Lakers out of it. All the other games we got some. I mean, could we are in it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, we got fights. We, like I said, we got people hustling, people playing, no people sitting out. Like, bro, like I said, I get it.
It's basketball, man.
It's only year one. Like I do understand. It's only year one. Maybe in year 5 that it may look like the All-Star game again. Like nobody cares. But like I say, year one, the inception of the in-season tournament.
Keep up in that bag. The bag should be bigger next year because it's people tuning in.
Yeah,
the TV revenue coming in. Let's up the bag for it.
Make it a sponsor. Like you say, you got TNT and ESPN collaborating. Like it could. Hey, they can.
Let's be real. I know these people rich, bro, but the way their taxes are set up and the way that they go to all these cities and got to pay taxes and all, bro. People, I could use an extra 500, bro. I don't care how rich I get. I could use an extra 500K, bro.
Bro, I think I seen it somewhere. A lot of the people on the roster of the Pacers roster is broke.
Bro, when you look at the breakdown of a real, not broke, but bro, the numbers, bro, we looking at those Supermax numbers and thinking that's everybody, bro. That's the 3%, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
Like that's 3% of the league, bro.
Like you said, you got Buddy Hield on a regular contract. Miles Turner just got an extension. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he needs the money.
He need this 500K, bro.
But I don't want to misquote it, but I think they got a lot of, not to say they got a lot of undrafted players. They got a lot of 1-year players. Like they have a young team that ain't getting, like I said, they ain't getting money. This 500K would be significant for them. Like in the middle of
the coaches.
Facts.
Yeah.
Bro, and even if I could just take that and I could put somebody in my family on or buy a family house or just something that ain't coming out of my regular salary, bro. That's bonus money. And ain't nobody that don't like bonus money.
You seen what Jose Calderon? Not Jose Calderon, but
get you some ice.
Jose from Jose. What is his name? The dude that Grand Theft Auto from the Pelicans. The dude always be hiding in the corner. It's Jose something, but he was like he gonna save his money too.
It's Calderon.
It's not Calderon. That's why I stopped myself too. And it ain't Altuve either. It's something like Alvarez or something, like Alcatraz or something, whatever. Whoever it is, he's losing tonight anyway. So he ain't gonna get this money.
He better not get this money.
He better not. Hope he don't get
it. She a sack chaser.
but all jokes aside, though, I know I already said it once, and like I said, I got hyped. But like I said, they're giving us everything that we want. Like I said, we want the players to play. We want the people to actually care about the regular season. Like you say, we tuned into more. I can speak for myself. I'd have tuned into more November games of the NBA than I've ever have.
Yeah, that's
you know, like I said, we watching the NBA tonight for sure. We sure enough ain't about to watch this Thursday night game.
I'm finna
AJ
watch
watch.
me. I'm shitting me. I'm finna watch goddamn
Football, man. That's all. I
Ouija
don't watch
Origins.
Mitch Vick.
football, so I gotta get my football in when I can. You feel me?
You ain't about to watch Mitch Vick and
I'm gonna have both of
Zach.
them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
Oh,
go
you-
on.
I might
That's
drive
why
to
I gotta do my
Zaxby's.
scouting, bro. Like this is
I
why I
might
gotta do my scouting.
I might drive to Zaxby's,
Hey.
but I'm not watching Bailey Zappi.
I feel you. Shouts out to Zaxby's too.
Bro, I was about to say, send me some Zaxby's, bro. Like, come on,
gotta
man.
go to the crib, bro. We gotta go to the crib. Every time I go to the crib, I know I got to go to
I gotta
Zaxby's.
go, man.
The wife say, "Hey, look, we going to Zaxby's, right? Because it's right there on the interstate. We got to get to Zaxby's."
Hey,
And boom, we get right on the interstate.
random note.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know about like the gas station / truck stop / like just market that everybody be talking about, like Bucky's. It's the Beaver. Bro, I almost said it different. Bro, when I was coming back from Cincinnati, we stopped and they had this brisket sandwich. Damn.
Them places be having the best food, man.
Damn, that brisket sandwich was the best brisket I've had in a long time. Like, and they had the XL brisket. Like, that shit was good as hell. Like, I need Keith Lee to go there. Like, that's how good that shit was. Like, we're in the middle of nowhere. I got the brisket sandwich. We're gonna try it.
Let's try it.
That shit was good to the motherfucker.
Yeah, we got a truck stop. We had a truck stop where I used to when I grew up at. We used to go there on the late night.
I mean, we could pull up there, we could try it and give our review. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got it. Let's try it.
All right, man. Let's get to it, man. AJ, what was this?
Oh, so it was this, but so here I'll show you, but I just, you can take it down. But
Okay.
This was my thing when I was gonna bring it up when we were talking about the college football playoffs, because I don't know if this would have given me confidence, like, damn, we put the right team in, but this is your number one team in the nation when they found out who they was gonna play.
Number 5, who's number 4?
Let me scroll back up to the comment. That's a and he said NCAA sick of Harbaugh, and he think Bama gonna get him up out of there. So I had to scroll back up for that one, just so that was terrible for them. Like to look like
it's another angle where you got players like standing up, hands on their head, and all that shit.
Like, that's terrible. Y'all I know who I'm betting on if that's the case.
That's because they college football players and they know that was wrong, man. That's why they're shocked, bro. It ain't
they know.
Bro, it is, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They were sick because it's like, bro, if you were a college athlete and you saw what they did, bro, you thought that they should have been there, bro. They not scared of Bama, bro. Like, ain't nobody scared. It's college football, bro. Ain't nobody scared of nobody, bro. Washington not even scared of none of these players. Like, come on, bro. Like, it is what it is. Florida State wouldn't have been scared of none of it. It's football, bro. They going in there to battle. They're literally like, no, the committee didn't, bro. Just take it from those boys. They felt for us in that moment, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I feel you. I do feel that perspective. Like they at this point they should be,
bro. And everybody
they've been in the playoff. They've been in the playoff multiple times at this point. Like they Michigan, bro. Like I do feel what you're saying. Okay, I do see your point. Let's get to it, man. You know how we do it.
Did you put your joints in, AJ?
Man, I missed that Thanksgiving weekend. Fuck me, yo. Like, missed those first 3 games and I was done. I'm in third place now.
I almost missed this game, and I had to hurry to get it in before the joint started. But
I'm stopped.
Did I miss this game?
Oh, I'm about to do all my picks live.
Like Bron.
All right. So this first bullshit ass game.
Oh man, I got the Patriots, bro.
Good.
I'm gonna say but I do have a reason, bro. Like, cause every time, like when Mitchell Trubisky get in the game, it's like they don't know how to do nothing. He bad, but like he shouldn't be this bad.
But it's like the Patriots, bro.
Didn't he get that Bears team to the playoffs?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like he shouldn't be.
That was
shouldn't
Mitch
be that
Vick.
bad.
That was not Mitchell Trubisky. That's two different people.
Look, pass drive right down the field. Feel what I'm saying?
It won't last.
But this is my thing though. Like the past 3 games, nobody scored more than 10 points. They still been losing, but they've been losing, and they teams ain't scoring more than 10 points. So that team's still playing defense. They just can't score. So if we know this inept of an offense ain't really about to do nothing, I don't know. I just went. I ain't catching you anyway, Cannon. Dog. It is what it is.
I ain't got no explanation for this week.
This shit is over.
Yeah. You got the title. You got the title unless you just missed a week, which I'm hoping you do.
I ain't missing no week, bro. This is the only football I watch, so I'm locked in for real.
All right, let's get to it. NFC South.
I'm going to Falcons. Even though I don't want to, man. I don't even like this. Baker been keeping them. They in it down there, man. Even though the record is nasty, it's crazy, bro. The NFC, bro, 4 and 6 teams are in it mathematically, which is nasty. But I feel like, bro, the Falcons got a better team, but I don't like the quarterback for either one of these teams, bro. So I can't count on the quarterback to get it done. So I gotta go with the rest of the team. So I'm going with the Falcons.
I went with the Falcons as well, but shout out to Mike Evans, man. Go ahead, get him fitted for get him fitted for the Hall of Fame. Get his jacket ready, man.
I mean, he for real. He been nice since he been there, bro.
Since he got there.
Since A&M, he went to A&M.
Yeah.
I just feel like I remember seeing him in that A&M jersey, man.
And I do feel that this should be one of those rare times.
Who's this quarterback?
Johnny Football, man. Come on now.
That's what I thought. And it's a daggone shame that he gonna go to the Hall of Fame and Johnny just dang. Bro.
No, it ain't.
That's the trajectories of life, man. It's a crazy thing, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. We got the I'm following the app. Hey, that's cool with y'all.
Yeah, that's
all
cool.
Right. I had the Brown. We got the Lions and the Bears. Who you got?
Lions. Oh my.
Chicago, man.
You going Chicago?
Good.
I know what they did last time when they played when Justin Fields came back. They made it a game and they should have won that game, but they tricked it. And I'm gonna go with Detroit. I'm going with Detroit.
Okay. We go next.
Okay.
You know where AJ going with it?
We got the Colts and the Bengals. Did I miss a game?
No, you following the app.
I don't know if I follow. I'm just saying on the scroll down. It's crazy, but yeah, the Bengals and the Colts. Jake Browning looked good, man.
I'm going with the Bengals, man, because
I knew you would.
Because Chase was back last game, so it's like if he playing like that, I'm rolling with the Bengals. I don't give a damn if I'm the quarterback.
Just throw it to Chase.
It's a whole football team, man. I mean, one man can't stop the show, man.
And I like how they play. They definitely played inspired at times. Defense definitely, they was a little shaky at times. But like I said, this was the scrappy Bengals that we grew to love that Monday night game. But I'm going with the Colts.
That's cool. We know who AJ. You ain't got to speak on.
All right, who's next?
We got the Jags and the Browns. Trevor Lawrence going to try to play.
He gonna try to play. That joint looked like I thought he was done for the season when I seen that.
Yeah, I don't believe.
I immediately told him, I was like, listen, it could be a high ankle sprain. He might be all right.
What was my response? My response is high ankle sprains is 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, they are. Anyway. They are though. But that joint looked real rubbery, boy. But it did not look like it was broken, so that was a good thing. But I just start off hyperextending or whatever happened to it alone.
The fall, like how he fell back made it look even worse, and I think that's what really
then he landed. You know what I mean? It's like you hurt. You might have tweaked it. You might have got a hip pointer too.
Was that the same knee that he hurt earlier this year though?
I think it was his lead knee, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I think it's his left knee.
I got the Browns though. I got the Browns as well. Though. I think their defense is going to definitely.
Yeah, because if he played, oh my God, that's a
he could be a statue. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a bad one, boy.
Yeah,
Medicine is
I wouldn't even put him out there this week.
fact.
Not
Like,
against Miles Garrett, and they got O-line problems too.
yeah, not against Miles. Like
Yeah,
he mess around, get MVP off of this game.
off
He
one
mess
game.
around. And, I mean, he didn't record a
Six
stat
sacks.
last week. So
What I tell you about not recording sacks, that don't take you out. That
No.
don't take you out the game.
I said stat.
Oh,
He didn't record a stat last week.
okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
He didn't get a QB hurry.
He didn't get nothing.
Pressure rates matter.
Pressure rates matter. But like you say, he won't on the stat sheet. You gotta be on something. All right, man. We got the Panthers and the Saints.
You know how I'm rolling with.
Saints easy.
You sure?
Yes. I don't care.
Yeah, it's a lot of different.
They may get that fired head coach boost, but
Yeah,
Saints.
I'm going Saints.
I'm going Saints too, but it's like I don't like it.
Sure, try to get them to, you know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying I don't like it. I'm going to Saints too, but
It's a nasty game, bro. The AFC South is nasty. I mean, the NFC South is nasty, bro.
that's definitely red clay dirt.
That's why I said like it's 1-11, 5-7, and then what's the Bucks is 5-7 and 6-6 is the division leader.
Nasty work.
Nasty work, bro. How's that possible? NFL got to do a better job with the schedule, man.
Yo, the return of Zach Mom Slayer Wilson versus the Texans, bro. Stop playing with him, man.
Bro, I'm going Texans.
Texans is 4.
I'm gonna go to Jets, man.
Why Rodgers ain't playing this week?
Can he leave us alone, man?
Yeah, please. His Achilles still on the smoker. He's ready to get tenderized. Why you going to Jets?
Because no Tank Dell, I think Zach Wilson he's not great, okay, but he can win you some games, and I think that defense is going to be able to hold stuff down, especially without Tank Dell. Dalton Schultz has been a problem, and I think this is a game at home in Jersey on that shitty ass field. They'll be able to pull this one out.
You know Nico Collins is good, right?
Yeah, he bite.
No, I know CJ Stroud is good, and CJ Stroud is throwing to Nico Collins. I don't know if Nico Collins is good.
I don't think I would do some research, bro.
No,
Nico Collins is good.
No, I don't know that. I know that CJ Stroud is throwing to Nico Collins. That's okay. I mean what I said. I know, and I was very clear. I was very clear in what I said, and I mean that shit.
And so was I. So I mean, we agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. I mean, Take Down. He played a couple games this year too. You know,
right?
Okay, Nico's out here.
Yeah, I remember what Ted Ginn looked like with a good quarterback.
I mean, hey, good quarterback is a good quarterback.
Exactly.
That's fine. Hey, they need weapons to throw to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna say the motherfucker good.
My guy Chris though. My guy Chris say, he good. So I'm good.
Yeah. Right.
Got the Rams and the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Ravens coming off a bye week. Yeah. Rams is
They just lost. They rookie, man.
Puka.
That's gonna hurt.
Is he good, AJ?
Yeah.
System.
Yeah. System wide receivers on deck. Oh man. Who'd you got, AJ? You said the Ravens.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. Flacco. We got the Vikings and the Raiders.
The who?
Yeah.
I'm going Vikings, man. Big Viking energy.
Yeah, it's a nasty game as well.
Yeah, I'll go to Vikings, yo.
I'm going to Raiders.
I know, man. I want to, but I don't even know.
Bro, that Dodge magic is off. Dodge magic is over, bro.
Yeah, of course.
So
But,
with that being said, with that magic is over, man. The
but
Raiders,
is the Antonio Pierce magic over
Yeah,
or what?
that's over too. Yeah. So and look,
they was on
the
a bye
best
week.
way to find the Dobbs magic back is
You
to
play the
play the
Raiders, get the medicine. Yeah. We got the Seahawks versus the 49ers. Best team in the league.
Dak is the number one quarterback right now, too. Just yeah, I mean, just in case you ain't know that, Hill. The rankings just came out.
Oh, okay.
I was just
fine.
letting you know for you. I know you got a lot of Dak haters in here, man. They ain't got nothing to say though.
They quiet. They
But
wait.
yeah,
You know how they go wait for a bad game and then like, oh, I told you he was trash.
even after a bad game, I don't think he's gonna fall to where they want him to fall. He's gonna probably still be top 5 for this season. So it's like,
But
anyway, man, I got the 49ers, man.
Yeah, I got the Niners.
I got the 49ers, but as I said directly to Reef and George on Cape
can
Man
lose
and
this
San
game.
Fran, we've seen y'all get high for a game when y'all played the Cowboys. The next thing you know, you're going on a 3-game losing streak. So we've seen y'all get high for the Eagles because y'all been talking about the Eagles all off season. Y'all been waiting for this game. Don't have a letdown because Seahawks desperate.
I was about to say, especially when against a divisional desperate opponent.
They need this. They need this, man.
Because they lucky we ain't doing fat the cap because if they lose this game, because my fat the cap was Seahawks gonna miss the playoffs.
But even if they lose this game, unfortunately, they would shoot with the way that the rest of the AFC South is playing. Somebody got a chance.
I mean, only one of them getting.
No, they ain't getting no wild. I know that's what I'm saying. We know they ain't getting no wild card, so that make my chances better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the Seahawks got the Eagles next. You know what I'm saying?
They could be beat. Any team can be beat.
Okay, well, beat the 49ers then.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna try.
Go.
But I'm still taking the Niners.
Yo, me too. It's one of the ones I want to be wrong about.
They hate you so much, Reef. They want their picks to be wrong, man.
Absolutely, oh man, we got the Bills versus the Chiefs.
Oh man,
This is a tough one, to be quite honest.
This is easy, man. I'm done with Josh Allen, man.
Okay. So you got the Chiefs.
Big Chief.
Okay.
I'm going Chiefs in a high scoring field goal late game.
17-10.
I said high scoring.
Yeah, that is high scoring. You said high scoring field goal. That's about what?
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
a lot of field goals, man.
No, I'm saying a high scoring game with a field goal late to win it. I guess I left that part out.
My fault. That's my fault.
No, I didn't mean like everybody gonna hit with field goals.
Nah, you got
Candy. I was right along with you because I'm
I
sitting
know
there
that's
like,
why I said it's my fault because you joke so much that I thought you was joking then, but you was actually serious.
Because I'm legitimately asking, can the Chiefs score?
That's what. Come on now, and
I think they'll be able to score on the Bills' defense.
Bro,
okay.
Josh Allen can score if they play Washington, but can they score if they play a real team? So it's like both of these teams struggle to score, which is why I truly thought.
I'm with you.
Okay, I see where I messed up, fellas. My fault.
I'm going with the Bills though.
Good.
I'm going with the Bills specifically. They coming off the bye week. They know they need this game. It's one of those. If they lose this game, they might well just shut it down. They're not making the playoffs at all. And on top of that, with how the Chiefs looked last week against the Packers, just disgusted me. Like, come on, bro. Like,
we need an in-season NFL tournament, man.
That's called the regular season. Win your fucking games.
These games matter.
Right.
All games matter.
We need another tournament, man.
Niggas don't just start watching the NFL after Thanksgiving.
They watch preseason. Oh man, we got the Broncos versus the Chargers. This is a nasty week.
Yeah, it really is, man. And I got
Denver,
Broncos, man. Yeah, I got the Broncos.
Yeah, I got the Chargers.
I'm getting close to my double digit Broncos prediction. God damn it,
they lost last week.
But they still getting
They only
close.
got 4. If they get a win this week, they only need 3 more.
But that's
It's possible.
I think that's the problem. The fact that they lost that
Might have hurt.
momentum.
Okay.
Like they
All right, we'll
needed it. They needed like think about it. None of they on this winning streak, it won't no decisive wins. Like these was all scrappy wins, it's all nail
It
biters and
don't
all that.
matter.
Like, it don't
No,
matter, right?
thank you.
Okay,
I
cool,
was about to say that.
cool.
They won.
Cool. And trust me, I ain't got no faith with the Chargers. I just don't. I have less faith in the Broncos right now.
I understand 100% where you come from, because when that's why I agree with you when you said this week is nasty, bro. Because a lot of these games, like, bro, they going back to the Bucks and bro, those are division leaders. That's nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, man.
Right, we
It's
got
a nasty week, bro.
we got the game of the week, Sunday night game, the rematch. We got the Eagles versus Cowboys.
Dang, that's a flip of the coin. Who I pick? Where y'all playing? Where the game at?
In Dallas,
Dallas?
AT&T.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll go first.
Go ahead, AJ. Who you going with?
Because everybody was talking about, Philly ain't gonna lose 2 games in a row, this, and that.
You going Cowboys?
Yeah, man, I'm going Cowboys, yo. I feel like the way that they're playing, I think that, them being at home and they want this game just as bad as the Eagles do. And I think this is one of those games where Micah Parsons is going to be like, all right, fuck it. Like, y'all hear me after every game and I'm talking my shit. This is going to be a reason where I want to hear what y'all got to say now.
Yeah, and you made good points. I'm gonna take the Eagles by field goal.
I don't give a damn as long as we win by 1. I mean, beginning of the season, I had a splitting regardless of whatever happened. I had a splitting. We split last year. Normally, when both of the teams is good, we normally do split. Even though Dak has an 8-4 record against the Eagles, like I say, I mean, just let him know, man. He the big dog.
The big dog.
Dak the big dog. Come on now, run the NFC East. You know that. I got us winning. Like I said, I really don't care how we win, as long as we win. I do want a blowout. I want this to do the exact same thing that the 49ers do. I want us to look at that game plan and say, hey, look, y'all do that. Y'all do exactly what they just did. Like you say, okay, cool. Ayuk, this is what he ran. You run it like Ayuk. Debo, he did it. You run it everything. I want y'all to do everything exact same way. I want the defensive game plan. I want the special team game plan. I want that whole blueprint. I want y'all to do everything. Do all the cut up. I want exactly like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand that they definitely gonna try to bounce back from getting embarrassed last week. This is a divisional opponent. They know what they got to do. But I mean, the destiny is there in their hand. Even if they do lose this game, they could win out and still possibly get the number 1 seed or get the division. So the game really ain't really that.
That's on them though, because if they don't, then they could possibly lose the division. So it's like, hey,
they have an easier
shame to lead it this far and then lose it at the end. But that's what happened when you're in the actual good division, where, you know what I'm saying, that can happen. It's like, unlike the NFC South, but
they have an easier schedule after this.
Falcons can lose 2 games and still win that. Come on now.
3 of the thing. But yeah, I got it. Hey, it is what it is. They got to stop letting them host games though when they just that damn trash, bro. Like, I'm cool with y'all winning the division and still getting in the playoffs, but like
put that shit at a neutral site.
Yeah, do something, bro. Like
put it at the Orange Bowl or something.
We can't give y'all all the advantage, bro. Like, just like nah.
Y'all ain't got no home field advantage. Don't nobody even like y'all.
Oh man, this is a nasty week, bro. We got the Titans and the Dolphins.
This is an easy one. I'm definitely going Dolphins.
Yeah, and why is this a double header Monday night again?
Cause bro, I'm gonna tell you later, bro. They stole games from the Sunday ticket, bro. With all of these double Monday nights and stuff like that, those are games that would have been on the Sunday ticket. So it's like you took it off of DirecTV so that everybody can have it, and then you stole games from them.
Sad, man.
Sad, man.
You got the Titans, AJ?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. I thought you,
Come on,
man,
bro.
man, you
Like,
gotta hold your
he
guy
ain't,
Ross
yeah,
down.
he ain't that far gone now.
Gotta hold. Somebody gotta hold Ross down.
Ross, and he ain't here.
Ross
Well,
is for that exact purposes because he was like, boy, I know what they're gonna say tonight. Nothing positive about the Titans.
you know what I'm saying? We got the Packers and the Giants. Tommy DeVito still starting.
That's
know
a
what I'm saying?
nasty game too, man. I'm
Real
going
nasty.
Packers.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Packers in that one.
Yeah, I'm going Packers as well. It's a nasty week, bro. This might be the
It's
worst.
unfortunate for Danny. Well, not Danny.
I know.
Tommy DeVito. He don't got no weapons, bro. Like, so it's like, what he's supposed to do? We
Hold
don't
on.
know. We don't know what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Aaron Waller might be coming back, bro.
bro, that's just a tight end, bro. Like, a quarterback need at least a for real number one and some type of respectable number two to have some weapons and a good tight end for real. If you really want to,
Y'all ever had like,
if you're a young guy, I'm trying to surround him with weapons, man.
Y'all ever had perfect ribs that you just pull off the grill and you gotta hold them very gently so the bones don't fall out, so you can, like, place them, and have the presentation real nice. That's Darren Waller's hamstrings.
Yeah.
He
can't move 1 inch.
Whatever he's trying to do, like, hey, the moment he just moves wrong and you don't carry him right and you don't take care of it right, that hamstring gonna fall off the bone. That motherfucker tender as hell. And he's doing what he got to do because he just got that big contract. But I don't think this is something that we can just be like, oh yeah, he getting Darren Waller back. Nah, bro.
And that's just one, bro. Getting a tight end back. I don't care if it's Gronk in his prime, bro. If that's all you got, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it.
I mean, yeah, but they need more than just the tight end. If they had other stuff, then maybe a tight end coming back would help. But it ain't. They just not missing a weapon. They missing a whole bunch of shit. So that's the problem for them.
Yeah.
Facts.
Shouts out to Jordan Love, man. Starting to figure it out, right?
Hey, who is numbers better than?
You can catch us all major podcast platforms, 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. I'm Hill. That's Cannon. That's AJ. Y'all the fours. Hey, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hey, and we are.
Yes, sir.